Hey, did you mark someone, Jupiter? Day 13, Tuesday. Is this you, Jupiter? Did you mark someone, little Jupiter? Yeah, no. That means, of course, Jupiter the god. His Greek name. Jupiter is the Latin name. The Greek name is Zeus. In English, it's Zeus, and Zeus is for Zeus, or Zeus. Oh, it looks a lot like Zeus. So teen, it's this symbol over here. The reason I remember the symbol very well is mostly because of Sailor Moon. Yeah, guilty over here. So, could be a tombstone. Not many symbols here for Jupiter or any other god or element. Here are a lot of elements, and here is Jupiter's mark. So it could be here. The mark of Jupiter on my map leads me to a square room on the ground floor. Other than an intriguing torn note there, doesn't seem to be anything of interest until I notice that the bookshelf is mounted on a runner and can slide to one side. I push it and it glides easily, revealing a hidden recess in the wall behind it. Oh-ho! Well, hello. You look like quite important. Yeah, the bigger ones could be here. Or the shiny ones. You could be here. And you could come over here. And you could be here. Yeah, that looks better. So, I guess this is the one. Oh, come on. Help me out here. Alright, so the castle vaults are blocked by a Diurnic seal. It can be opened by any object made from silver or gold that produces a Diurnic field. So I need silver or gold with a Diurnic field. Diurnic field is the one with the 2 circles, right? Dradic is with a 3. So it's gold or silver. This has both gold and silver. This is Dradic. Alright, makes sense. This is gold. And this is Diurnic. So yeah. So that's the one. The vaults, huh? Interesting. These are vaults here. To the vaults. The vaults are blocked by a large iron door. It has no handle or keyhole, and it does not give in the slightest when I push against it. I realize that it has been thumically sealed, but that's not much help. It's not clear what I need to open it. And I think I do. The door slides open without a sound, as though it has been kept well oiled over the years. Behind it I find a large natural cavern that extends into the rock beneath the castle. Somewhat disappointingly, the walls are lined with racks of whiskey bottles instead of rows of artifacts that I was picturing. When I show Edmund, he's delighted and he spends some time examining the dusty shelves. It is not long before he makes a find that I'm surprised I missed. I return to the shop with a spring in my step and a curious item that demands further study. The Bishop's Square, simple tool of my great-great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on Briar's disc. Oh, I remember the Briar's disc. Simple artifact that helps find ways. It's like a map of coded messages for maps. By all accounts, he was an impressive man, but it would seem his mind began to fail him at the end. Perhaps he spent too long studying his Zea. He imagined invisible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possessions, so he began hiding them about the castle, noting their locations in a code that only he understood. So I would guess that this is what we want. And I recognize the symbols from the book. I think those are, yeah, seasons: autumn, spring, summer, and winter. So winter looks a lot like the skeleton of the crystallization of how, the crystal atoms look in a snowflake, the crystallization snowflakes. And the summer looks like the sun. The spring is a leaf, and autumn is an acorn. So that's easy to remember, right? I can put it here together with the map. I will put it here with the books. Still nothing from Mr. Potter. And we don't have anything to use this square for now, but we can always go to our first customer of the day. It's a nice day outside. I can't say too much, but it has fallen to me to carry a secret that people would kill for, or that people have killed for. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head, and it's getting harder to bear around certain family members. It occurred to me that it would be safer in an ecumenical. Ecumenical? That's a weird name. I saw it here. It's first. An ecumenical is a receptacle, commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence, pulling at the threads of one's mind. And a memento mori, reminder of death. So memento mori is the number 4. A casket, a book, a skull, or the time that passes. Okay. So this looks like a casket, a receptacle with the memento mori symbol. And if I remember correctly, yeah, an unpleasant sensation in the back of the skull. So yeah. There is an hourglass motif, a memento mori, closer inspection, and unpleasant sensation. So that means it's empty. Okay. What kind of information does he want to hide? Well, none of my business. People are getting restless. The followers of Holga have been marching through the streets with a crazed priest at the head. Oh my god, what have I done? Not long ago, that sort of behavior wouldn't have been tolerated in Altamia. Now there are people joining in. What have I done? In answer to your question, yes, it is possible to capture a wandering shroud. To the north of town, if you follow the little stream up through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. It is not uncommon to see wandering shrouds there. Be patient, be still, and they will come. Your friend, Barton. Thank you, Mr. Potter. North of town, the little stream through the woods. Alright, so... north of town, the stream of the woods, through the woods. Yeah, the stream right here, through the woods. Those are the barrows, so it's not here. A hilltop of significance. Alright, so it could be the burrows. After a pleasant walk along the beck, I reach a series of grassy mounds, the burrows. Whoever is buried in them must have been important at the time. If I am to collect what I have come for, I will need to be prepared. Oh, I see. Alright. Let's put the spirit vault. Let's open it and wait. I sit and wait, quietly and patiently, not certain exactly what I'm looking for. For some time, nothing happens. And then, long after my mind has drifted towards a warm fire and I had supper, I notice a movement in the corner of my eye. A strange thin mist has formed near one of the burrows. It seems to produce a sort of dark light, a contradiction that my eyes have trouble perceiving clearly. The ethereal creature, for surely this is a creature of some kind, ambles towards the vault that I have left out for this purpose, and I dare and breathe as it slowly nestles itself within the receptacle, so it goes almost willingly. Now I have a wandering shroud. I can go back to the catacombs. Let's see. Here. As I descend further into the catacombs, a strange sensation. Yeah, we've read this before. Let's use the spirit vault. Now, oh, it has a vapor now. I breathe deeply from the spirit vault and it clears my mind. I don't care to linger too long down here, but I forge on until I reach the unmistakable Hall of Shields. A stone sarcophagus sits on a raised portion of rock in the center of the cavern. That's the one. I hold the torch close to better see the inscription on the side of the tomb. It reads, "The sun's light will reveal my gift." Mystified, I cast my eye up the walls of the cavern and search the shields for some other clue, but nothing stands out. Indeed, nothing else stands out. Unless, if you see, this flower that, well, it sounds a bit silly, but it looks like, the Disney flower from Rapunzel, that is a sound robe or something. But, that's silly. But the sound bond is what creates light. So, that's what I'll use. So, the sound bond banishes the darkness in an instant, half blinding my gloom. Adjusted eyes and bringing summer's warmth to the cold cavern. Blinking and squinting, I notice that one of the shields in particular is glowing in the bright light. I reach up, pull the shield down, to reveal a small cavity hewn into the rock behind it. Inside is a blood-red urn. I find it unsettling. The eyes seem to pierce my soul. Warm and smooth. And it's made of red clay. The eyes appear to be small green gemstones, so something of the mind. Right? Or the earth? I mean, if I remember... Yeah, it's not dark green, it's just green, so... This is jade, right? Dradic. Stone of the earth and nature. And snakes, which are from the goddess Korhen, if I remember correctly. James Herschel. I got to thinking after I left earlier. Transferring the secret to an ecumenical only adds an extra step. Yes, it's safer than walking around with it in my head, but I would know where to find it. What I really need is a truth conduit, so that I can deceive them into thinking I know nothing at all. A truth conduit. Truth conduit. These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of dark article that some want to apply to them, but they can be, and have been, used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven, combining symbology with a deeper, more primitive power. Well, something that has a symbol on it and makes sound. I just inspected this one before. It does say that it is deceptive. A symbol of deception and the gentle sound. Evelyn. I have never felt more tired or more devoid of life. An apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem able to shift. But while I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. By the grace of Grey, I will find a way forward. So she thinks he's melancholic, that's why she becomes catatonic. That's one way to put it. I will do you one better. Capitalism. But hey, I don't want to be branded as anything else other than a cog in this machine. Anyway, politics aside, what you want is the Grey's grace. Yeah, the grace of Grey. I mean, that's the one. Oh, hello, Mr. Potter. I've had a tip-off about something exciting. Have you come across the so-called nameless gods? Yeah, here or there. Did you also know that the tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? And here's the exciting part. An inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop Weatherlam. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit would open the doorway. The other option is a Belia, to read the inscription. But they say that if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. I'm leaning towards the more direct approach, but then again, that could be dangerous too. To be fair, the pit. Let's see what the pit does at first. The pit. Here it is. The three different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death or darkness, the Dradic, the Journic, and the Noctic. This energy balances in such a way that the object do not produce a recognizable thermic field. They can be directed to emit a powerful vibration capable of crackling solid rock. I see. So he wants to pretty much destroy the rocks. And what about a Babelia? Babelia. The meaning of an unusual markings of an Babelia is not clear. They resemble a mantic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mantic field. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign texts, although they require some skill to make full use of. The ability does not transfer to spoken language. So it's a translator of sorts, like Google Translate. And it does look like a mantic. It does have a mantic design, but not a mantic field. So let's see. What haven't I recognized yet? This looks like it has a mantic design. And it has a tunic field, not a mantic design, so that could be it. And what else? The pit. Wait, this has three stuff here. The gold, the wood, yeah, and the jade, so it's 2 earthen. But this has gold, clay, and bone. So it's 3 different things. This could be it. And it doesn't produce any field. It tries to produce something, but... Alright, so... It has many fields at once, that's what I say. Anyway. So that's the pit. So yeah, if I use the pit, the stone's open. But that could be really dangerous, because it might be a doorway for the nameless gods to come to this plane, and if that happens, well, they don't care about humanity that much. And they do have followers now. So maybe Babelia? Maybe, but this thing looks like Babelia. Thank you. I hope this works. Here's a token of appreciation, something for you to ponder over. Thank you very much, sir. Yellow sandstone. Crumbly. Those symbols. What kind of symbols are those? Let's see. Fire and wax. Alright, so like a candle? Most probably, little Jupiter. End of day 13. With dreams of earning his fortune long banished from his mind, the man brought the casket to a trusted friend, the curator of a museum in Andamere. Together, they looked for answers. I am buried with a Knight of Thorns. Wasn't the Knight of Thorns the one with a shimmer armor? The shimmer on the